Yellow duns are now becoming increasingly common on most of our middle reaches of rivers, and on the stretch where I fish lower down, it's probably our best hatch through the summer months, starting sort of typically mid-May. And the beauty of this fly is it lasts all the way through summer. They're even coming off in September. One of the great things about this fly, it doesn't hatch in flush numbers, so the fish never satiate on them. And you can see fish on station waiting, and they pick off everyone that drifts past. It was said years ago that this fly was unpalatable to trout, but I can assure you that is an absolute myth. Fish love them. This fly, everything about it is a sulphur yellow colour. So I devised a simple two-material fly, a dub body and a hackle. I did this simple fly about 12, 15 years ago, and I've caught literally hundreds of fish on it. It's a great fly, and that's the fly I'm going to do now. And here I've got a row of some yellow May spiders. So you can see from this that it's a big fly. Don't make the mistake of tying it too small. This insect, the natural, is big. It's got a body length of about 8 to 10 millimetres and a wing height of up to about 14, even probably 15 millimetres. So you can make a mistake of tying it too small. So that's the fly I'm going to do now for you. I'm going to do it on a L3A12. So specs off. $12 in the vise. Mash down the barb as per usual. I use primrose yellow pastils, and the hackle I use is soft hen, very soft hen, dyed very pale yellow, as near primrose yellow as you can get it. And again, just spend some time looking through your feathers to get the right barbule length. And there's one that'll do me nicely. So stroke back the fibres. Don't need these fibres at the back, take them off. So now then, usual trick, and I'm tying it with the shiny side facing me so that when I wind it on, the natural curvature of the feather barbs is umbrellaing backwards. Tap with my thumb, take my thread, and just make the thread catch and the feather trap at the same time, and allow about one head space for winding on the hackle. Catch down, catch down, catch down, catch down, 5 or 6 turns. Trim off the waist. And now wind back. And it's the old routine of winding back in touching turns until you get to the body length position, which is, again, as usual, either finishing at the point or finishing halfway between point and barb point. And then the body is just any soft dubbing. This happens to be super fine, and they do a colour called sulphur yellow, which is perfect. Just tease a bit out and just knock that on. Now this is quite a long staple, so when you've finished your body and any that's left, you can't just slough it off like you can with a short staple natural fur. You'll have to take your scissors to this and treat it like a floss silk. Make your first turn. And if you keep hold of it, it will gradually increase in thickness and diameter, and you will get a nice segmented effect. Now when you get to there, look how much dubbing I have left. And as I said earlier, treat this as floss silk, trim it off. Being a Yorkshireman, I'll save that for later. So there's the body, and if you do it by keeping all of the dubbing and wrapping the dubbing and the thread together, you will get a kind of segmentation. It looks quite neat actually. Bring your thread to the front, hook on your hackle pliers, make the first turn, do the chevron in, wind on, and that's it. There's no to it now, you just blast away nice and tight, keeping them buttered up to one another. Keep the hackle at right angles to the shank, and again, like I've said earlier, I don't count the number of turns. I've stopped doing that years ago. I look at the amount of hackle. And I know someone who's not tied spiders before is going to ask the question, well, how many should it be? When do I know I've got enough? I can't answer you. It's just experience. Look at these and that will give you some idea. 2 or 3 turns over. Pull on the stem. You can pull now because it's on the thick part of the stem. Lock down. And then edge of your scissors and just cut off. 1 turn over, come straight round with your 2-finger whip finish. Three or 4 turns, pull through, pull, nip in there, and off with your thread. So there we have it, the simple hackled version of the Yellow May Dun. Very effective pattern. I've been using it now for 12-15 years. It's caught lots of fish for me. Very effective. I usually fish it on top dropper position as though it's something just in the film about to emerge. That's it.